Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm GetGoodGuy, and today I'm asking myself and you guys if I was wrong about the Parabellum, or if perhaps I'm right but only when a certain type of player is concerned. I'll explain. I initially made a review of the Parabellum sometime around when it came to the full release of Battlefield 1. I said that it was good, kind of odd, and ultimately balanced. I felt that it was extremely effective up close, good at longer ranges due to the bipod, and pretty useless in the mid-range. But as time went by, my evaluation of the weapon began to alter, and I recently made my analysis video of if people had the right to say that Battlefield 1 DLC is pay to win or not. I'll link to that in the description if you're interested, but please keep in mind I'm simply answering the question rather than stating that the DLC is in fact pay to win. Don't be one of those people who reads the title, hits dislike, and tries to insult me in the comments without watching the video. Nobody likes that guy. But back to the topic at hand. In that video, I landed upon 3 weapons being potentially too good currently in my opinion. Those being the M1917 MG, the Fedorov Avtomat, and the Parabellum, specifically the Parabellum Low Weight. I've basically done a near total U-turn and have since updated my Parabellum review with a pinned comment stating that I feel the weapon is actually borderline overpowered in its current state. At least it feels like it when I'm running around with it. It's not a problem like the Hellregal Factory on console, but nothing really is if we're honest. Now, when I made this point in my DLC pay to win analysis video, I was expecting to continue to see the comments I found in my research, that the Parabellum is too good and it's therefore not fair to have it behind a paywall. And I did see some of this, but I also received comments stating that people were in disagreement about the weapon. They felt that it's too hard to use and nowhere near overpowered because of this. So am I wrong? Does the effectiveness of the Parabellum Low Weight rely more so on the ability of the user than most other weapons? This is where you can get involved. Today, I'd like those of you who have used the Parabellum and have an opinion on it to share your opinion. Comment below what level of ability you honestly think you are. There's no judgment about this, it's just a game, alright? You can tell the truth, and then share how good you think the Parabellum is. Let's see if we can work out if there's a correlation between user ability with the Parabellum and personal opinion about its level of effectiveness. Of course, this will exist for all weapons, but you can be sure it differs. Imagine asking this question about the Hellregal Factory, and then asking it about something like the 12G shotgun. Very different answers, I'm sure. So while you're thinking about that, I should probably go over why I think the Parabellum is so good. Well, it's obviously stupidly lethal at close quarters. This we know. It shreds people here, and you can outmatch the majority of assault kits if you know what you're doing. In some circumstances, it essentially doesn't matter who or how many come around a corner. They're about to hit the ground, which is kind of crazy for a support weapon. Although it could be argued that support need a lethal close range weapon and also with a bit of versatility, otherwise the class might be left behind a bit. I see there could be balance involved somewhere. But at the other end of the spectrum, we have distance fights, and I struggle to believe that the Parabellum comes with a bipod. The last thing I would have thought it needed was range capability when it's a close range slaying machine. I seriously feel like it being a great close range weapon would be enough to keep it balanced. Now, some people have told me that they simply don't find it stable enough, even when bipoded, and to that I say, well, give me your opinions in the comments again, people, because to me it feels pretty damn good. And then we come to the mid-range gunfight, the issue that stood out for me when I first reviewed the weapon. Well, since then, I've got used to utilizing cover, or even just lying down temporarily, in order to make use of the bipod for mid-range gunfights. Sure, it's not going to be the most natural of playstyles for some people, myself included initially, but if you can successfully introduce it into how you play, then the Parabellum becomes a phenomenal option. I myself now love it. I've also seen others do extremely well with it, although they are good players themselves. So let's see if we can work it out. Your feedback is valued in the comment section, and I look forward to seeing a range of opinions. With that said, let's quickly shoot over to the board of awesome to thank my lovely Patreon supporters. They currently donate for no reason other than they want to in order to help keep the channel running, and I salute them for that, absolutely. If you wish to join them, then the link to the Patreon page will be in the description, where you can support the channel for as little as $1 a month if you so wish. If not, please don't worry about it. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and feel free to like, favorite, and subscribe. I'm GetGoodGuy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.